Councilmember Marta Gonzalez.
Present.
Councilmember Lorena Delgadillo.
Present.
Councilmember Jesus Roldán.
Present.
Councilmember Luis Galindo.
Present.
Member Miguel Villalpando. Mayor, you have a quorum.
Present. We're gonna move on, call to the public. Anybody from the public want to address council? There's none. We have two proclamations. The first one is Black History Month.
Whereas during Black History Month, we celebrate the many achievements and contributions made by African Americans to our economic, cultural, spiritual, and political development. And whereas in 1915, Dr. Carter Godwin Woodson, noted Black scholar and son of former slaves, founded the Association for the Study of African American Life and History. And whereas Dr. Woodson initiated Black History Week, February 12, 1926, and for many years, the second week of February, chosen to coincide with the birthdays of Frederick Douglass and Abraham Lincoln, was celebrated by African Americans in the United States. Whereas in 1976, as part of the nation's bicentennial, Black History Week was expanded and became established as Black History Month and is now celebrated all over North America. And whereas after the Civil War, many Black Americans sought a better life, free from oppression and in search of new economic opportunities and the liberty to create their own lives. And whereas many African American settlers found their way to the Grand Canyon State, where they have made invaluable contributions in many professions and fields that continue to enrich the history and culture of our community. And whereas the observance of Black History Month calls our nation's attention to the continued need to battle racism and to build a society that lives up to its democratic ideals. Now, therefore, I, Mayor Gerardo Anaya, Mayor of the City of Somerton, on behalf of the citizens of Somerton, do hereby proclaim February 26, 2026 as Black History Month in the City of Somerton, and urge all citizens to celebrate our diverse heritage and culture and continue our efforts to create a world that is more just, peaceful, and prosperous for all.
It's always a pleasure having members of our local chapter here on NAACP. And today we have members here and President Beverly Kane, and I want to invite you to come up and everyone and receive this proclamation.
Have 2 steps to the right, please, everybody. One, oh, maybe 3 steps. Hey, maybe one more. Okay, and then council, and then
One more. Perfect time.
Not in time.
Okay, 1, 2. Another 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Thank you. Ruby.
Mr. Mayor, sir, if I could be allowed to address the council and yourself concerning what just happened here. On behalf of the NAACP Branch 1016, thank you for this meaningful proclamation honoring Black History Month. We accept it with gratitude and humility. But on a personal note with me, gentlemen, ladies, I've been here many years before, and this is something I look forward to every year. And regards to who the president of the NAACP is, I always ask them, please allow me to thank the council and the mayor personally. And as I was getting my thoughts together as to what I was going to say, what kind of hit me was this. as we are in our nation this year and so many people are talking about dividing us, this is a prime example of which people, maybe who don't have a whole lot in common generally, but who have in common for sure the love of our nation and the love of the people who are in it and the recognition that all of us contribute to this great nation. So on behalf of the NAACP, again, gratitude. We really appreciate what you did, and thank you very much again.
You're welcome. We have our second proclamation, Career and Technical Education Month.
Whereas Career and Technical Education, CTE, offers students the academic, technical, and employability skills necessary for success in college, career, and life. And whereas CTE provides pathways to high-skill, high-wage, and in-demand careers in fields such as healthcare, information technology, advanced manufacturing, skilled trades, agriculture, business, and many other vital to our economy. And whereas CTE programs integrate rigorous academics with real-world experiences, including internships, apprenticeships, and industry certifications, preparing students for both college and career success. And whereas CTE equips students not only with technical knowledge, but also with leadership, communication, and critical thinking skills essential in today's rapidly changing workforce. And whereas CTE educators, administrators, and industry partners work collaboratively to ensure students are career ready and positioned to contribute meaningful to their communities and the economy. And whereas CTE Month is an opportunity to celebrate the accomplishments of CTE programs, highlight students' success stories, and raise awareness of the value of career-focused education. Now, therefore, I, Gerardo Anaya, Mayor of the City of Somerton, do hereby proclaim the month of February 2026 as Career and Technical Education Month, and encourage all citizens to recognize the contributions of CTE to our students' futures and to our workforce.
When I invite our students, Alexa Flores, Adamaris Alvarez Cortez, and Valeria Salomon, those are the names that I have. So if anybody else is welcome to come up. And CTEIL, Tamara K. from Somerton High School.
Steps.
Okay, ready?
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Can I have you to this side? Yeah. No, Mayor, you're perfect. Yes, over there. Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you so much.
You'd like to say some words? No.
We're gonna move on to consent agenda, check register for the month of December 2025. Is there a motion?
Make a motion to approve consent agenda as stated.
So motion by Vice Mayor Castillo, second by Councilman Roldan. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We have two presentations. The first one is presentation by Somerton High School Career and Technical Education Program Leaders.
This one is.
Yes.
Thank you. Hello, good evening. My name is Alexa Flores.
My name is Valeria Salomon.
My name is Adamaris Alvarez Cortez.
Today, on behalf of Somerton High School, we will be presenting career and technical education.
What is CTE? CTE stands for Career and Technical Education, and it provides students with the skills, knowledge, and experience necessary to pursue the career that they would like.
In CTE, we offer leadership, and there are 3 levels of leadership. The first leadership role is when students become a courtesy corp, which they are designated students designated by their teacher to represent their classroom and greet visitors. The second level is when students become a CTE ambassador. They represent their CTE program and they learn leadership skills as well as they learn about the actual values of CTE, connect with the industry, and assist with activities and events. And the last CTE level is CTE leader, in which students have the opportunity to plan events, assist in larger community events, as well as mentor and support CTE ambassadors and represent their school and CTE programs.
With CTE, we also have career and technical student organizations. These student organizations are designed to strengthen career and technical education programs, providing students with opportunities for leadership development, applied technical skills, and career exploration. As you can see on the screen, we have our 3 CTSOs that we provide at Somerton High School, which is OSA, Future Health Professionals, FCCLA, Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America, and Skills USA. Overall CTE programs in the district, Yuma Union High School District has 77 CTE programs throughout all of our 7 high schools in our district. At Somerton High School, we have 4 CTE programs and are currently working on adding 1 more next year.
The 4 CTE programs we offer at Somerton High School are Law and Public Safety, Welding Technologies, Culinary Arts, and Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation.
One of the CTE programs we offer in Somerton High School is Culinary Arts. Within this CTE program, it offers exploration through the culinary world, the profession, teaching students hands-on experiences and essential skills of what is needed for the food industry. As you can see on the screen, you can see the industry credentials, the dual credit courses from ADVC, as well as the CTSO it is from, which is FCCLA.
Another CTE program we offer at Somerton High School is Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation. This program provides an understanding of the principles of sports medicine and rehabilitation. On the left, you can see the industry credentials, which are certifications students can earn while being in this course. You have the dual credit courses, which are college credits that students earn while being in a high school class, and the CTSO, which is HOSA, Future Health Professionals.
Another CTE course we offer at Somerton High School is Welding Technologies, and this course provides an in-depth exploration of the various welding processes. And as you can see, there are various dual credit / college credit courses that you can receive while taking this CTE program, and industry credentials, any certifications you can receive while taking this class. And the CTSO it is a part of is Skills USA.
And the final CTE course we offer at Somerton High School so far is Law and Public Safety. In this program, they allow students to comprehend the legal principles and safety procedures that public, like police officers, operate every day. As you can see on the screen, you can see the industry credentials that are offered, as well as the dual credit courses and CTSO it is from.
Hello, as I said, my name is Alexa Flores. Today I will be sharing my CTE story. My CTE story started in freshman year when I decided to join sports medicine and rehabilitation because I was very interested in the medical field. This will be my 3rd year taking sports medicine and rehabilitation. Throughout these 3 years, I have gained CPR certification and OSHA safety card, and I'm working on my emergency medical responder certification. I have worked aside our athletic trainer through previous sports events, and I have also been an ambassador and a leader, now guiding our ambassadors to also find their strengths in leadership. Overall, CTE has given me confidence, helped me grow, and prepared me for the future. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Adamaris Alvarez Cortez, and my CTE story began in freshman year where I got enrolled into culinary arts. I was really interested in the culinary profession, as I got the opportunity to become a CT ambassador, which opened my eyes to lots of opportunities that were in front of me, as well as currently I am in land public safety, which I'm learning a bunch of important stuff that is required for everyday life. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Valeria Salomon, and this is my CT story. In 8th grade, I had no idea what I wanted to do. So when it came down to picking my freshman electives, I decided to take a chance on sports medicine and rehabilitation. And little did I know that single opportunity would change everything for me. As I became a part of the course, I was interested by how the body works and patient care. As late into my freshman year, when I applied to become a CT ambassador and now a CT leader, I gained so much confidence that I had never thought I could gain before. Now I am presenting in front of an audience and earning my emergency medical responder certification, something 8th grade me would have never imagined. Thank you.
So career and technical education at Somerton High School offers students like us the opportunity to experience real-world skills, to discover our true passions, and prepare for our future careers. From each program that Somerton High School offers so far, it also offers hands-on experiences that builds confidence, trust, and opportunity for every single student in the Somerton High School.
We would like to invite all of you to join a beautiful tour of our campus. And we would like for you to join the CT programs and look at them and meet the instructors. If you go to the Somerton High School website and look for the CT instructional leader, you will be provided with her information and you can contact us and visit us.
Now, on behalf of Somerton High School, we would just like to say thank you for your time. And if anyone had any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Vice Mayor, I know you have a question. Come on.
No, I was gonna say, I mean, thank you very much for the presentation, very informative. And it's great to have the opportunity to hear your story, you know, so thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Councilmember Delgadillo.
So you said you have another CT coming next year. So as seniors, will you be remaining in your current CT program, or what is the new program that's coming in?
So our new program will be medical assisting. So students can complete other CT programs and eventually join that new one if they wish to.
Nice. Thank you.
Is welding also CT? Yeah. And when are they thinking of bringing it here to Somerton? Because or is it's there? Oh, okay, that's the Skills USA part or of the presentation, or what was it? Yeah, no, there was like 3, or was welding mentioned?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because I remember touring the facility and the welding, the area was like, you know, state of the art. So yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I saw it new before it was used. So yeah, it would be great to go.
And it's a great program. My son is in the sports medicine and rehabilitation CT, so he's very happy.
Yes.
Any other questions or comments? No? Thank you.
Thank you.
As you can tell, I didn't know anything about CT, so very informative. We're gonna move on to old business discussion and direction concerning the proposed Somerton Welcome Sign. Okay. Oh, no. Oh,
Mayor, we're missing one presentation from
Thank you.
EWC.
7.2.
Just item 7.2, presentation by Arizona Western College regarding the economic impact in Yuma and La Paz counties.
Thank you so much, Mayor Anaya, Vice Mayor and council members, and City Manager, Mr. Galaviz. My name, as you mentioned, is Susana Zambrano. I am the Dean of Regional Centers and Adult Education for Arizona Western College. And I'm excited to come in before you today to talk about our presentation titled The Economic Value of Arizona Western College. So to start off, I would like to share our mission, which is transforming lives through education and partnerships to create thriving communities. That's what Arizona Western College is all about. To share a little bit about our student data in the last 10 years, 60% of our students are first-generation college students, which means that they are the first in their families to ever attend college. 73% of our students are Hispanic or Latino, and the fact is that Arizona Western College has been an HSI institution since we first opened our doors, before the term HSI ever existed, and it's something that AWC is very proud of. 29% of our students are early college students, which means that they're under the age of 18, taking concurrent enrollment or dual credit classes. I want to share that community colleges across the state have been declining in enrollment, but Arizona Western College is one of those exceptions. We're happy to share that in the past decade, we've had a decade of growth, 16% increase in student headcount, a 10% increase in full-time student equivalency, an 18% increase in credentials awarded, and a 20% increase in total graduates. We've also had a 5% increase in academic success rate, which is currently an 82% success rate, which means that 82% of the time our students pass their classes with a C, a B, or an A. So AWC has had a record number of students coming to college. We've also had a record number of students graduating from AWC, but we're also really excited to share that we've had a record number of students transferring to our 3 local state universities of ASU, NAU, and U of A, with a 14% increase at AWC. That's even more significant, especially if you consider the fact that our local Arizona community partners in the state have experienced a 22% decline in transfer rates in the past 10 years. 69.6% of our students who transfer to the local state universities end up getting their bachelor's degree within 4 years. So like Dr. Kaur likes to do, we'll go ahead and round that off. That means 70% of our students who transfer to our local state universities end up getting their bachelor's degree. In addition to that, we're very proud of the college-going culture that we're cultivating in our communities. Our district governing board about 8 years ago approved a reduction in tuition for our underage students, our students that are 18 years or younger taking the dual credit or concurrent enrollment, reducing our tuition per credit to $25 per credit. Now it is $30 per credit, but that has resulted in a 66% reduction in tuition for our underage students. That has resulted in a 1,026% increase in dual credit and concurrent enrollment at Arizona Western College. So just to give you an example, that this last May, 105 students graduated with their associate's degree even before obtaining their high school diploma.
Wow.
So we wanted to share all that good information with you about the success that we've had in the last 10 years. But we also want to take a moment to let you know how valuable it is, the impact that Arizona Western College is having on our economic impact analysis report. So the economic development report looks at the cost and the benefits to students, taxpayers, and the society that we're having in Yuma and La Paz counties. So I want to go ahead and emphasize that we have our gross regional product, which is the GRP. Our total output for our Yuma and La Paz counties is 10.1 billion. That's for us to have that in perspective as I share with you some of the impact that AWC has within our region. As you know, AWC does service the Yuma County and La Paz County District. So in reference to fiscal year 2023-2024, we served 13,000 students, and we also had an impact of 44.8 million in payroll and benefits because of our 1,312 employees. We also had a total tuition revenue of 6.6 million. As you are aware, Arizona Western College is a major regional employer and is a powerful economic engine for our communities. I also want to re-emphasize the fact that this is our impact on our local communities, not statewide. So to bring a little bit more data for you, we also have, I don't know about you, but many of us had our first working experience at Arizona Western College as student employees. So our operation spending impact for college payroll and other spending and their ripple effects added 51.1 million added regional income to our communities, with 1,351 jobs supported in the region. On top of that, we also had some major construction projects at AWC in the last 10 years. For example, our Law Enforcement Training Academy, our Residence Hall, and our Matador Activity Center, which added $42 million into our region. And we're very proud to say that we were able to accomplish that without adding a single dollar in added tax payment from our local taxpayers. That's something that we're very proud to be able to share. Arizona Western College is also a strong fiscal steward, and we're very excited to share our AA+ S&P rating and our AAA Moody bond rating. In addition to that, our students who choose to stay or relocate to Arizona Western College add a $9.3 million added regional income to our communities. And those individuals support 147 jobs in the region. And our alumni add a regional income of $256.8 million to our communities, supporting 3,158 jobs in our region. So to summarize, if we add everything that I just spoke about right now, Arizona Western College in the past 10 years has had a $319.2 million total income added in our region, 3.2% of our region's GRP. We've supported 4,688 jobs, which means that 1 in 23 jobs in Yuma and La Paz County have been directly impacted by Arizona Western College. So what does that mean from the different perspectives? We have our student perspective. We had a benefit of $232.6 million in higher future earnings for our students. And our students, the cost to them was $48.2 million. That means that our students are getting a 16.2% rate of return when they invest in Arizona Western College. So that means that for every $100 that students spend at AWC, they get a $480 return on investment. From our taxpayer perspective, we have an investment of $62.9 million from our taxpayers with a benefit of $70.4 million. That's a 1-to-1 benefit cost ratio, which means that they have a 1.3% return on investment. That means that our taxpayers, for every $100, get a $110 return in tax revenue for investing in Arizona Western College. And from our social perspective, we have the $903.1 million benefit with a cost of $133.7 million that were invested at the college, giving our social perspective a 6.8 benefit cost ratio. What does that mean? That means that you don't have to step foot at Arizona Western College to get a return on investment for the tax-paying money that people are investing in our community, in our college community. The investment is paying off. We're working really, really hard to make sure that we produce those good outcomes and success rates for our students. As you know, more education means less crime, better health, more civic engagement, and stronger communities. And we want to bring it back to our students. So quoting one of our students, William Garcia, one of our AWC alumni, He says, as the first member of my family to pursue a college education, I represent the sacrifices and aspirations of generations past. The KEYS program has been my foundation, transforming obstacles into opportunities for growth and converting dreams into tangible realities. It has instilled in me the courage to rise, lead, and succeed. We also want to show off one of our programs, which today is going to be the nursing program. We have doubled the program in the last year, 28 total graduates in the spring of 2024. In the fall of 2024, we doubled the program. 48 students graduated from that program. 94% of those were employed before we doubled the program. And then 95% of those who did graduate when we doubled the program were employed, which means that our nursing students are having wonderful employment rates when they finish, even after doubling the program. About almost 50% of those students who finish their nursing associate's degree with us end up pursuing their bachelor's degree in nursing. So that brings us back to our mission, which is transforming lives through education and partnerships to create thriving communities. Do you guys have any questions for us?
Any questions or comments?
I have a question, Mayor. Sure. You mentioned that 105 high school students graduated, got their associates before. You know which campus got the most, or are they pretty equal all across?
Yuma Catholic High School has the strongest numbers in graduates.
When you say strongest, like
the highest,
the majority of them, or?
Majority, but our Yuma Union High School district has been moving on up on that. As you know, in San Luis, we've had the early college program since even before we called it the early college program. So San Luis High School is pretty high, but Yuma Catholic is our highest. They're the ones that have the majority of their students. When it comes to the amount, it's still Yuma Catholic that has the highest number of
percentage wise, like 80-90% maybe?
No, not that much. Okay. I don't have that information available, but I can definitely get that information to you. But it's not that much higher.
Okay. And when you mentioned HSI, I'm sorry. What does that mean? I'm sorry.
A Hispanic Serving Institution, which is a new term that we get additional funding from the federal government for being an HSI. Okay. In the same way that Black serving institutions also get additional funding, but we've always been an HSI since we opened our doors, and we're very proud of that.
And that hasn't changed with this administration? And
it has not changed. No, we've had pretty strong Hispanic students coming. Even after the change in administration, we were concerned that we would have a drop in enrollment, but our numbers continue to.
I'm saying about the funding of
HSI funding. Yeah. Oh, thanks for clarifying that. No, that's not in question at the moment, but I cannot say what will happen in the future, but for now, that's still in place.
That's all I have. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anything else? Well, thank you so much for supporting the college.
Thanks. Thank you for what you guys do.
We're going to move on to old business discussion and direction concerning the proposal, Somerton Welcome Sign Design Concept.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Council. Saul Albor, Community Development Director. Bringing this item back to you for discussion and possible direction. Mayor and Council, on December 16th, so the last meeting of last year, the Council approved a waiver of the city's procurement code requirements and awarded a sign and construction and design contract to CNS Signs of El Centro. At that meeting, the Council selected only the contractor and voted to waive the procurement code. A sign design was not selected at that meeting. The direction at the meeting was to make some revisions to the sign, and we took the comments that you gave us at that meeting and also circulated a request for comments to the council via a form. So tonight we are bringing before you 3 design options for your consideration, possible future direction. I'd like to go to actually the sheet after this, Andrea. So Mayor and Council, for the sake of simplicity, we'll call this the original design. Although this is not the original design that was presented at the meeting, it's very close. A couple of the design comments that you offered staff at that meeting have been incorporated into this. At the one that was presented at the meeting, where the city logo is on this one, there was a big red star, a couple other little changes here and there. So we are bringing a slightly modified version of the original back to you for presentation, along with two other options that I received not in time to include in the air form, but I do have them and I passed them out before the meeting. If it's possible, we can put them up on the screen so the rest of the people present can see. Also, this was the form that was, go up one, please. If that looks familiar, that was the form that was passed around to council. And all the comments that we received on this form were transmitted to the contractor. And thus we have two more options for you. Thank you, Christian. So alternate option 1 features pretty much the same version of the original sign with some slight modifications, color added. The wording at the welcome platform has been changed a little bit. The dimensions remain the same. The electronic components remain the same. It's really the aesthetics. And this is a nighttime view of that same sign. So this is alternate design option 1. And we also have a second alternate option for your consideration. Similar, but one less color. The red is not present on this one. But the essence of the sign is maintained, and the comments that we received were incorporated into these design options. So tonight, council does not have to select a sign unless if you wish to, but there are still plenty of time to make modifications if you wish. The contractor is on Zoom, I believe, available to answer any questions you may have, and so is staff.
To me would be at least the most visible color scheme during the day. I'm not an expert, so whatever it is. And one thing I did mention in our last meeting was there was some comments as far as having our motto, the best little city. Some didn't like it, but I said bring it back. And when Louis presented, when that form was sent, I was like, Louis, I don't feel comfortable having it like that. It should be discussed in the public forum. So I don't know why those comments are being addressed in this meeting when that was my concern. I don't want it. If we're gonna be giving direction, let it be in a public forum, not each submitting their opinion. I feel that that's not appropriate. So, but at least for me, whatever I don't have I like the sign. I don't have a color preference. I guess whatever's more visible, but I would like to, when we approve a design, I would like to have our motto, the best little city, as an option. Of course, council can decide, but I try to use it every time. I'm a public. We need to at least have something that resonates. So for businesses, families, and so in events. So, and I like that. It was more appropriate of what we've tried to do, having our Somerton presented. But But, that's, anyone else?
Mayor, if I may.
Yes.
Okay, and see, I'm the opposite of you. With all due respect, I believe that that's our marketing scheme, and marketing schemes do change. So, I mean, I like alternative option A or one, with the way it's written. Besides, the writing on that on the one they presented, the very first, not option one or option two, the one that's on the agenda, it's almost serves the same purpose as the LED screen. People are going to be driving so fast they're not going to be able to read that portion. And so I think it's a very basic welcome to Somerton. You see the writing down there, it's right underneath the welcome. You're not going to be able to read it. So I like alternate one for me.
I think for me, I mean, looking at it, I mean, I do like when the form was sent out to us, I saw they had that little like slogan, the best little city. So I like for it to be there. Color wise, I'm glad that we added more color. I think it's gonna stand out a little bit more. But I'm good with having that best little city. We could add events. I'm just kidding. There's no room, but I like it with.
Well, it could be, to me, best little city is really not important. It would be events, business, and families. To me, that's, if we can't fit best little city, but at least it's part of what when we did all that exercise, that's what people wanted Somerton, or admired about Somerton, their events, their families, and we want to be business friendly. So,
Mayor, if I may.
Yes.
Maybe if they design it in a way that particular portion that you're talking about, where it says best little city, maybe if it's removable in case the marketing scheme changes, if that would be an option.
I think Jasmine would be glad that she could do that.
No, the reason, I mean, that thing is going to probably outlive us. And so I'm sure probably within our lifetime, somebody else's vision of the marketing scheme might be different. So I just want to be able to give them the flexibility to change it if we're going to incorporate it.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
I think, I'm sorry, but I think that goes part of our identity, that what we've been trying to create over the past couple of years, like the best little city for family events, so I mean, I don't know, I'm thinking, do we really want to, I mean, I know the flexibility would be great, but I think part of it, ever since I've been on council, that's been kind of like our motto, of we've been trying to sell, when we go out to conferences and sell them on coming to Somerton. So
So I guess the question, if it's the person's on Zoom, it could be removable in the future.
Oscar, are you there?
Yes, I am here. As far as removability, it would be possible for sure. It's basically going to be like some sort of a light box with an aluminum cutout face. So as long as we maintain files of that, then we should be fine.
Thank you, Oscar.
No problem.
We can have a vault inside the sign that has a file.
I think we're getting close, Mayor and Council, on this, moving closer. And it's good to know that option to change it out later, if the model were to change, could be incorporated. So what I'm hearing is you like the newer version with more light, more color, but you'd like to have the best little city option added with the,
If Best Little City is too small, then at least have business events and families.
okay,
Mayor, if I may,
Yes.
could they provide an example of what would be a good size for the concern of the visibility? If Oscar can answer that.
Oscar, if you could make a comment on that, what would be a good letter size for that text, Best Little City? Would that be, do you think we could fit both Best Little City and welcome or events, business, families?
I could make a couple of drafts here and have those sent out, but I'm pretty sure we can. We can grow that little segment right there, that black segment, grow it up a little bit, cover a little bit more of the fields, not too much, but just like the right amount so we can get more visibility on both.
And what color, in your opinion, is more visible when driving at 60 miles per hour?
Black provides a pretty good contrast as far as black and white. So we would be using pretty good paints on this. And of course, it would be illuminated as well at nighttime. So we take visibility into account when producing something like this for sure.
Does the council have any preference on the color scheme, so we at least could give direction today as far as Councilwoman Gonzalez?
I like the number 2, the one that you provided, that has just the yellow, blue, and I don't know, the red. I've never seen Somerton in like red. It's more of the field colors and the sunlight. So for me, it's number 2.
I have a question.
Yes.
So the color scheme, you know, the heat is going to eat up that paint. So red is not going to last for 5 years, 20 years. So how often are we going to have to pay to get that painting in order for it to look nice? Because I have to go with what Councilwoman Gonzalez is saying. Yellow is less likely to fade out than the red. Or is it equal? Will they both fade out? And
could you comment on the longevity of the paint, Oscar?
Yeah, as far as the paint, we'd be using automotive paint on that. So it'd be pretty industrial grade in our sense. I have to honestly ask the designer here, but I have a couple of notes here. I can give him a quick text right now. He's on text right now with me, but I can know right now that automotive paint is what would be used in this. But I do agree as well as far as the color scheme. If we provide darker colors, the sun will eat it up quicker. So yeah, as far as using lighter colors, it would be a little bit more ideal. But I can still rework some of the color palette in this design. Maybe we can change a little bit of the colors. But okay, I just got a text from my boss. He said that the paint would last up to 15 to 20 years, give or take.
Thank you.
Yep.
I also would like to make the note, Mayor, if I may. I did answer the questionnaire that was sent to us in the email, and I did provide my input in regards to the Best Little City. I do understand that, you know, we're working hard for the community and surrounding areas to acknowledge that we are the best little city for events and family and business, and I get that, and that's wonderful. However, I believe it's a slogan. It's just like any other slogan, you know, like Burger King. You know, they make it your way. Well, it doesn't say Burger King, make it your way. It just says Burger King. So for the city of Somerton, in my opinion, and what I answered in the questionnaire was, you know, remove the best little city, but yes, continue with the motto and our slogan, and just put welcome or established in the year. That was my opinion and my own recommendation. So I go with the yellow scheme because of the fading and with just the welcome on there. That's my opinion and my vote.
Okay. Anybody else? Yeah.
I think also, Mayor, with option number 2, but I would like to see also
the wording of the best little city for, and the events and all that, so. I would like to see that option, but color-wise, I think option 2 will be.
No, I feel what Councilman Villalpando was a happy compromise, like eventually it can be changed if that's allowed, then. And see he's a majority of council, but I don't know if that's a decision, a direction, or we want to bring the both with the recommended color scheme, but that's something that I think that for a sign we've been going back and forth and
Mayor, we look for your direction. I mean, we can give you the different samples. This doesn't have to be the last discussion indefinite, but we are wanting to work towards closer and closer to finalize this to be able to get this constructed. So,
well, I agree with what Councilwoman Gonzalez said, that that a color scheme, but like I did, if the best little city is too small, maybe just businesses, events, and families. That's something I think that we, at least this council has tried to implement, and hopefully when we're in public, we try to emphasize that. And it's kind of gaining steam. At least people, when they see me, say, "Oh, this is the best little city," and that's probably our intent. And we're council now, and that's what we're trying to sell Somerton as. And the families 4 or 5 years ago, that's during that process, that's what they wanted us. They felt Somerton was.
Mayor, I had a question, if I may.
Yes.
We talked about the color scheme in the inside. How about the browns on the outside? Is that something you want to keep or want us to look at other?
There was no comments. Don't be digging. No, just kidding. Imagine when I start asking, we're gonna know. I don't want
Mayor, if I may.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what? Now that I think about it, you guys brought up some legitimate points from Councilwoman Gonzalez and Councilwoman Delgadillo. I don't mind that second option, but also, I'm still agreeable to, as long as we're able to, as long as we provide the flexibility to be able to change models, if the model changes, then I'm okay with adding whatever needs to be added at the bottom.
So yeah, I guess that would be the direction. If it can be removed, if not, bring back both options, the one with the permanent welcome and one with that model. But does council feel comfortable if it can be removed with that color scheme and with some upgrades or?
I do, and I would make a motion to go with that one, Mayor, if everybody's agreeable to, with the option of it being removable, which according to the designer, they said they could.
Is this item written so we can take a motion or just direction? Just direction.
On the agenda for a discussion, so no action.
Oh, okay.
So just Mayor, direction, and that way we can have them put it together, finalize, make sure that's what you want.
Do you need a motion to have that, or we can give direction?
No.
And just have the sign since we approved it already?
Yes, direction, Mayor.
Direction, but can after they do those touch-ups, as far as can they start production of the sign? Because we've been kicking this.
Yeah,
I think we're pretty much on the color and like Councilman and Councilman Villalpando said, we can have it a removable with Best Little City.
Yeah.
Can we go ahead and just start production of it?
Legal?
We've seen it like 3 times, and the important thing was selecting the person that was going to produce the sign.
So Mayor, Council, I'm not sure where in the process you are, but if there has already been an action to approve this contract and we are just settling on these final designs, if there's enough direction to move forward with the design, then we shouldn't need to bring this back.
Okay. I think that can move forward.
Very good. So we will,
But bring it back if that's a permanent.
it's not an option.
Yeah, if that's not an option, bring it back, yeah. But if not, go ahead and.
So we'll proceed with design alternate option 2 in front of you with a interchangeable motto at the base of the sign. And if that's not possible, we'll bring back some options for your consideration at a future meeting.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you very much.
The interchangeable signs are gonna look though. I just think that's our model. Why do we want to change it? Are we having doubts?
Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna need an extra patrol person. Someone's gonna be hearing. Summer current events.
Mayor, first we have Terry Trujillo, HR.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, council members. I only have one item to report today. We will be testing for police officer, doing a police officer testing on February 24th at the Somerton Community Center. We have invited 96 candidates to participate in the written exam. Once they pass the written exam, those who do pass will be invited to the physical agility. And then on the 25th, we'll have an all-day interview day. Thank you.
Rosanna Douglas, Public Works.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, council members. The Cultural Center parking lot maintenance project is nearing completion with paving successfully finalized and remaining accessibility improvements underway. The recycling plant is in the process of removing solid waste from the annual cleanup, including mattresses, tires, and scrap metal. Concrete pouring is in process for Parks and Recs projects at Paracone Park and the dog park. That is all I have. Thank you.
That's all we have, Mayor.
Councilman Villalpando. Councilman Villalpando.
I don't have anything, Mayor. Sorry, I couldn't unmute myself.
You're gonna speak for Councilman Villalpando. He participated in the senior center fundraiser for the golf tournament. So thank you, Councilman Villalpando.
Oh, I could give you guys a quick rundown on that.
Okay.
Sorry about that,
Okay.
man. Yes, it was a pretty successful event. Congratulations to Parks and Rec department and staff. Everybody that participated had positive reviews on it, just because they felt that the method they used in order to develop that tournament was pretty fair and kept everybody pretty honest about their scoring. So it was a pretty good success. Seniors were out there. They were glad Parks and Rec was able to help out with this event. So everything was really good.
Thank you. Councilwoman Gonzalez.
And we're starting off the vaccine clinic again this year. They're going to start off on February 19th. So just a reminder to residents and staff that vaccine clinic will be on February 19th from 3 to 6 at the Old Senior Center. Cultural Center. Thank you.
Councilwoman Delgadillo.
I want to thank the Cocopah Fire Department, the Somerton Cocopah Fire Department for their tour today. Thank you, Chief. It was very informative. You know, wish if I was a millionaire, you would have everything you need. I would most definitely donate all that money that you need. But, you know, hopefully with your hard work and your staff, we find those monies that you need. And it was very alarming to know that the years of service that some of your equipment is there. And, we are a small community, but we're growing. And yes, we won't be at the volume of the neighboring communities, but we still need you, and we need your department to be up to par. And I just pray that we do find those fundings in order to justify what you need, or put it in perspective as far as I guess everything's important, but put it in the scale to see what's needed the most. And hopefully Louis and our legislative people, help us with that. But thank you so much for the tour today. That's all I have, Mayor.
Councilman Galindo?
I don't have anything, Mayor. Thank you.
Councilman Roldan?
I have nothing, Mayor. Thank you.
Vice Mayor?
I have nothing, Mayor.
We changed our capital. They had the capital. The governor's going to be here for the state of the state. So it was probably some council members didn't feel appropriate for us to be over there, and he's visiting us and over there. So Louis trying to find another day because it's important. Even if we can't go to the capital, at least we would like to meet for dinner with Peña and Dunn. I think that's important because right now they're working on budgets, and last year Somerton wasn't funded, so that's something that I think that all of council, we can go, we can live the day's work, make an effort to go, because that's important. Last year, it was bad for Somerton as far as funding. Somerton Bridge was funded, but it wasn't in the city. But so we need to be out there, and when you meet your legislators, just remind them about Somerton, and Louis, we can provide council some of the priorities as far as, so whenever we meet with the legislators, we remind them, and we meet with the governor, because it's important. It's 8:03, meeting's adjourned.